Hey guys, TechTucker here. It's been a hot minute, but anyways, this morning we're going to try and check out a Carboot sale. It's Bathgate Market, and it is very bright today, so there we go. My specs are also broken, so you know what? It means I'm just gonna have to be blinded and use the thingy all day. But yeah, gotta check that out. There's some charity shops up there as well, so hopefully, Little Man isn't too much of a pain, and we can get, check all that out. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Hey guys, welcome to the first video of 2025 and also my first car boot sale of the year as well. So just having a look around and I'm seeing some 3D printed sculptures and such, like a Sonic in a hoodie and some Donkey Kong characters and such. Pretty neat stuff, nothing I would buy personally because my brother has a 3D printer, so if I want anything I can just print it myself and pay for the resin. But yeah, having a look over here, find a Palkia McDonald's toy in a Skylander. Neat enough, I guess, but nothing I'm personally interested in. And here we have some calendars and just some random bits and pieces. So at this stall here, some more Skylanders and some Pokemon cards that are very warped. You can see the reverse holos here are very curled, and ultimately there is no EXs or anything within this pile. So swiftly moving on, and we have some action figures. Always a fan of seeing the wrestlers. Nothing I would buy personally, because although I like the WWE and such, I don't have room for any more toys or anything like that, and I have plenty still in storage, so yeah, maybe looking for something just for a quick flip or something like that, or something that's just a nice shelf filler, but again, nothing I'm really looking for here. Things I like to look out for are Marvel Legends, like this Vision for example. I already have the comic version of a White Vision, so I don't need this one in that case. If I didn't have it, I'd have probably asked about it, to be fair, because it's a very nice figure, and from what I remember it was reasonably cheap, but again, it's just something I don't need, so I left it for someone else to enjoy. And they have some Funko Pops, some Disney Incredibles figures, just the standard affairs you'd normally find at a car boot sale over here. So looking over here, again, just some more Star Wars figures, some more Funko Pops. Again, nothing I'm really after here. Lego's not really my thing either. And some more Disney Infinity figures. I think they look neat, but it's something, again, I just don't really have space for. Although I'm very interested to try out Disney Infinity one day, but I want to get a big bundle of it really cheap. So, again, it's something I am not going to get anytime soon. But it's something I'm keen to try at some point. I do like Toys to Life and such. So I find this stall here with lots of games. Now this stuff's right on my alley, and there's some boxed Game Boy games. That Metroid that you saw just a moment ago was a reproduction box, unfortunately. But again, finding some Mega Drive games, NES and stuff over here. For most of that stuff, it's a majority of stuff I already have, so nothing to really pick up, or the stuff that I didn't have was pretty much market value, so I just kind of left it there as well. But here we have some Skylanders stuff. Again, Skylanders is something I'm more interested to try, like Disney Infinity, just because I like the characters and such more. I'm not a fan of the Skylanders characters. I didn't really ask about the prices of the Skylanders stuff, because I have sold a Portal before, but that's only because I got it for like £3, and even then I sold it for like a tenner or something, so it's not huge flips or anything like that. But we do have a little stack of modern games here. Again, all reasonably priced, couple quid each. It's nothing I want, just being honest here. It's a case where, yeah, this is stuff that would be entirely shelf filler, because I do like WWE, and I've got 2K24 already. I would like to pick up that copy, I like the cover, but it's not something I need. It would purely be for aesthetic. I've already played the game, and with 2K25 and that being out now, it's not something I'm going to go back and play realistically. Likelihood is I'll pick up 2K25 when it's really cheap at some point. But here at the bottom of the pile, a couple of good games, Minecraft and the Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. Both games I already have, and they're pretty much market value again here, so not really anything I'm looking to grab. Now, looking at these Game Boy Advance games, a couple catch my eye, like this Yu-Gi-Oh game I'm about to pick up. Again, I thought that looked pretty cool. I do believe that's in the Switch Yu-Gi-Oh collection that just came out. Or I say just came out, maybe like a month or two ago, I don't know. But yeah, it was one of those where I thought about it, they were asking a $5, I did just leave it. But again, another wee stack of games here that I was just having a wee nosy at, and I started to actually dig through the Sega games here, just to see what they've got. Micro Machines did catch my eye a wee bit, but it's again something I don't think I would play, so I didn't buy in this instance. But it's just great to see this stuff out in the wild. I love browsing. Even I'm quite happy to window shop and just see this sort of stuff and hold it in my hands. I always like to come back with something, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm just going to buy for the sake of buying, because that's when you end up with a billion games that you don't want, and then you end up with cheap titles that are ultimately worthless, so even selling them on is not worth your time. But Roller Domes is a game I've been interested in, but it's something I would just prefer car only, because it's not a game I have like any attachment to. I just want to play it and see what it's like. But I guess that's what emulation's for, I suppose. And here we have a stall of Pokemon cards.
Alright folks, Carboot sale's a bit of a bust, but little man spent some of his birthday money on this big Sonic plush out of B&M, so yeah, not a total waste of time. I suppose I'll check the charity shops and see if I can find anything there.
Alright folks, so now we have some charity shops. Again, since I'm pretty close to Bathgate, I know the area, so I have scouted out the charity shops before, so if you're going to the Carboot sale, you may as well go for a charity shop hunt straight after. So yeah, having a look in this shop here, and they had a ton of Infinite Warfare steelbooks, so likelihood is they're still there, so I can always go and grab some if any of you guys are interested. But there are 5 each, and I don't collect steelbooks because I just think they take up too much room. And yeah, it's not an aesthetic I care for all that much. So they had some games here, but again, $1.95 for a World Tour. If you didn't have it, that's a fair price to be honest with you, but again, I already have all the Guitar Heroes. I've got a majority of the 360 games I'll ever want. And then I think they had it on PS3 here as well, $2.95 again. Yeah, pricing that one, again, is just fair enough, I suppose. If you want it, I guess you can grab it there. But yeah, just a ton of Blu-rays and such here as well. And I found this little bootleg controller. I don't know what it's for. No cable or anything. And here is me and the wee man just goofing around, because why not? And yeah, it's a case where there's just some teddies here. I always like having a look through them, because sometimes you can find things like Sonic, Mario, Pokemon. You know, those are the types of things I generally keep an eye out for in these bins of plush toys. I've found some stuff before, so it's not a waste of time. I just like looking through them and seeing all the different things available, and they can have good value on odd occasion, but in this case it was a complete bust. And there's just some more DVDs and board games over here. Now we have a look in this shop called Deborah, and they do have some games in here which you'll see shortly, but at the front here it's just like kids' toys. And then in this little bookshelf here, they did actually have some games. Unfortunately, nothing of value or anything that good. I don't know if I have UFC 2009, but it's a game you can buy out of CEX for like £1 or something like that, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Guitar Hero 5 was bang on market value, so yeah, I'm not going to pick that up even to resell, so oh well, I guess someone who actually wants the game can go and grab it. But there are a couple more games behind these as well, but again, there's nothing really there. As you can see, UFC Trainer, Madden, and Avengers DVD and Connected Adventures. What a selection. Oh, and of course Dance Central. Who can forget Dance Central? Everyone needs that in their collection. And here we have the next shop, Homemade. There is a wall of tons of DVDs, and there are some games mixed in. I had a quick look just to kind of scout around, make sure I don't miss anything. There were a few, like you can see that Battlefield 3. I did dig around some more and trying to find some extra things. And here we see a Halo 4. I already have Halo 4, and there's not much value associated with it, but again, I just enjoy finding them, having a look, seeing if it's all there. Both discs were present. And of course, Connected Adventures, that game, you know, it's going to sit there for life, as well as FIFA 15. I don't reckon anyone's going to pay more than 10p for them. And I found this cool Robocop Meltdown DVD. Had to showcase that because Robocop's awesome. Now we have this Marie Curie shop, and I don't think there's a single video game here, so swiftly moving on to British Heart Foundation. And yeah, there's nothing really here either, so back to the game room for pickups. Okay folks, that was my game hunt at Bathgate Market, and I also looked at some charity shops. Not really anything there for me this time, but I didn't come home empty handed, because that same day I went to get the food shopping and went to one British Heart Foundation locally, and I found a couple of Heineken plushes, new with tags, £4 each, so not bad all in all. One's got Walnut's Paw up, the other one isn't. And I couldn't leave them there for that price, especially when brand new these were like tenner. And now, yeah, nowadays I think new plushes like this cost about 15 quid or something, but
Yeah, again, not my most successful game hunt or anything like that, but there was that one stall with the retro games and that. They had Pokemon cards. I sat and chatted to them for a good while. It was a good, friendly, communal environment. So, what more can you ask for? I'd say it was worth going out despite the fact I didn't get anything. But I could have got some bits that I was, potentially interested in, but I just opted against it. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And of course, stay tuned for more videos upcoming in the future. I hope to check out more Carboot sales and charity shops, nearby in the coming weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.